Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. The Front Yard Deep Dives. Anybody here new here that don't know me? Sick. Today we have AmiJayXO, which is a very dear friend, very close friend of the Front Yard. Has been a part of the Front Yard for 2.5 years now. As a trusted mod and friend and everything.
Trusted mod.
Amy, would you like to introduce yourself?
No.
Oh, well, tough shit. Introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Amy. I stream sometimes, and I'm here.
I understand. Trust me, I get it. For anybody that doesn't know what the Front Yard Deep Dives is, the Front Yard Deep Dives is a mental health podcast. We are not mental health professionals by any means, but we are opening up the conversation on mental health of how we as streamers, musicians, artists, or anything in between are just normal people that actually have daily struggles just like the rest of anybody. A lot of people on the internet seem to forget that we actually have lives outside of this. So this is my way of, opening up that conversation and having everybody understand that this is who we are. This is what we do. But other than that, we are raising money currently for Hope for the Day. If you would do !donate, it'll give you the link to donate if you want to help out. It's a lofty goal of $5,000, but at the same time, any little bit that we can raise for them is huge. Like, we're a big help on that. But other than that, let's just kind of really hop into it. Amy, my dear, my love.
Hi. Hi.
Are you ready for this?
No.
I didn't think so. But guess what? It's too late. You've already agreed.
Yeah.
But no, Amy, it's been a while since we've actually been able to actually have a conversation because we've both been very busy with our own personal stuff. You've just recently moved into a new place, got your new, doing a lot of housework, getting the place up to your standards and things like that. You've had a lot of streams of you doing some homework and like working, painting, stripping stuff off the walls, stuff like that.
Oh God, don't remind me of just stripping the walls. Jesus.
But it was such a great stream, even though you just had music playing for us and we're just watching you do stuff. Not even looking at chat, you're just doing stuff. We're just over here causing chaos in chat and you're just doing your thing.
Oblivious to everything.
Which would be so great if you could hear the channel redeems while you're doing that. Sit there and I hear you break something and I could just do, what the fuck was that?
Your favorite point reading.
Oh God, it is. I love it. But don't worry, I'm almost at 10K. We'll never know when it's coming. But you will be rickrolled soon.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm waiting.
It's very much a conversation on mental health, and what it really comes down to is, I know you're very open on your channel with your community of things you kind of go through, and I know you try to hold back a little bit of it because it's a lot for any of us. I mean, how do you explain to somebody the things that you're going through without them having to, while also trying to carry the burden of you don't want to make them worry? Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to drag it down too much. But then, yeah, it's finding that balance of, I'm having a shit day, and, oh, how are you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is supposed to be a happy place.
Yeah, oh, wow, come here to relax, and I'm just here like...
Yeah, so, one of the first questions I normally ask everybody, what are the things that you deal with on a daily that are, your challenges you have to deal with on a daily basis that most people wouldn't know about?
Waking up. Honestly, waking up in the morning and going, oh, here we go again. This again. More of the same.
Honestly, I get that. Like, it's that, fuck, I gotta do this again.
Yeah. Rather be asleep, because if you're asleep, your brain's not working.
I mean, it's working, but it's just not working the way you want it to.
Put me in a coma then.
It's still working.
Damn
And
it!
there's still brainwaves.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's tough, especially being unemployed at the moment. So it's literally waking up, sitting around, looking for jobs, and yeah, that kind of gets you down.
the job search is always very much a downer.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of me moving away from my hometown was fresh start. I'm going to get a job, my place of my own, do it how I want, and I'll be really happy. And it hasn't worked out like that. So it's a bit of a kick in the teeth waking up sometimes.
I understand. So one of the other things is yeah, waking up is hard. But on a day-to-day basis, like for me personally, I have to deal with waking up, but it's the constant thoughts I have to fight with. The constant overthinking, the constant anxiety, the constant, best way I can put this in my brain is the constant urge to do something that would not be good.
Yeah, so I haven't spoken to you in a while, but in November I decided to come off my antidepressants.
Oh.
Like just cold turkey after being on them since I was 23, I think. So
yeah, let's
that's a lot.
So you just want to make me fight you? Is that what this stream is gonna be? It's just we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, me and Amy have been swearing to fight each other for 2.5 years.
To fight you, fucking do it.
We're waiting on it.
Yeah. It's just when we meet in person, it's just gonna be punches.
Yeah, there's not gonna be hugs. There's not gonna be love. It's just
gonna be full on.
We're just gonna fight each other because it's. Amy does some things that it's just like, I'm gonna fight you on this.
Hey, but I have found that my dark thoughts of wanting to end my life have significantly gone down.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
I mean, truthfully, it's not that crazy. Some medications will have the reverse effect of what you needed to have.
Yeah.
Instead of it being helpful, it could be very much more harmful.
And I'm not numb anymore, which I think is probably either a good or bad thing. As before, it was just feelings. I was like, okay. Now I'm like, oh, I actually have feelings like a human. And what's this feeling? Oh shit, what's going on?
Ooh, wait a minute. I can feel
these
things.
Whoa, I can cry?
Yeah, so speaking on that, that's one of the reasons why I've always had such a worry of being a part of medication. The numb feeling. For one, I very much feel very deeply on a lot of things. You know this after knowing me for 2.5 years. I feel a lot. But I don't want to take something that takes that away.
I mean, it's all depending on dosage and the right sort of tablets.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, the tablets I was on the maximum dose after Mum passed away.
Of course.
And then I just kept that dose the whole time, which was probably far too much for how much better I was doing. Yeah, I just decided, you know what, let's fuck around and find out what happens when you don't take it. And it's been alright. Don't fight me. I'm going
to fight you because if you would have done something fucking stupid, it would have been over.
No.
Do you know how many
No.
people I would have to contact to find out which deity to get a hold of you to get you back here?
Do you know what Panda said that? She was like, what if something happens? How am I going to know? I was like, oh my God. It's fine. I'm fine.
You say that, but if it didn't go fine.
Yeah, that was the risk I was willing to take.
I'd have to find somebody that knows every deity of any kind of hell or something, and then try to find out which one you went to. By God, I know you are not going to heaven. I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to the depths of hell.
And just remember, you got to save
right
my seat.
Yeah, right next to me.
Whenever it happens,
because
we are all coming with you. Ain't none of us safe.
No. Get the popcorn.
Yeah, have popcorn because it's gonna be funny as shit when me and Reds head down.
Yeah.
Because it's probably gonna be together, honestly, at this point.
Yeah. I can actually imagine that. Both of you disappearing next to me. I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
How'd it happen? It's a long story.
Yeah, what did you do?
It's a long story. But, so, coming off your medication cold turkey, that's
not advisable.
Not advisable for anybody to do. Do not do it. The effects of things that fuck with the chemical imbalances in your head and then just going cold turkey on it, don't do it. It's not.
Stupid.
Speak with your doctors, your therapists.
Yes.
Don't.
And your friends and family around you, because they're always good support.
We try to be every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not always the greatest support, but you know.
No, I know.
I'm thinking about doing this. I'm gonna fucking fight you.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, I feel really sad. I'm gonna fight you. Okay, I feel fine now.
Well, I feel fine now. We're good. Nah. So, you know, over the last few years, we've had the chance to get to know each other. We know about each other's lives a little bit. There's been a lot of events in your past that you've overcame and you've spoken openly about. And if you don't want to talk about these things, that's okay.
No, I'm an open book to anything.
Okay. So, you at one point were struggling with addiction.
Was indeed, yes.
And I'm saying this because, you know, it is something that you did struggle with. And I know that holds a heavy burden on your mental health still today.
Yes, especially more recently. So, okay, so the addiction was opiates, but it was painkillers. Codeine.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of fell into the addiction because I was having insomnia and my doctor wouldn't prescribe me sleeping tablets. So in my smart thinking, I was like, oh, I've got some of them from when I had kidney stones, those codeine. They make me sleepy. I'll just pop one at night, and I slept beautifully. And I was like, cool, all right then. Popped another one the next night, and that carried on until my tolerance went up, and then it was taken 2, 3, 4. And then, because I used to work in forensic psychiatric, so it was quite stressful. If it was quite a stressful day at work, I'd pop a couple just to mellow me out, chill me out. And then it got to the point where I was necking nearly 100 tablets a day. Just not even to get high, just to get through the day and be comfortable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that all happened within sort of like a year and a half. And then it all came to a head when I accidentally overdosed. And I ended up in hospital for 3 or 4 days. And I refused all the help. They thought I was being suicidal. So I had the mental health team come. And I was like, no, I've just got an addiction. I'm fine. I've got it sorted. Okay, cool. And then the drug team came to see me the following day. And I was like, no, I was just being suicidal. I don't have an addiction. Thinking I was really clever playing off these two teams. But obviously, they talk.
Right.
And then I got out of hospital. I went cold turkey in hospital because I was playing such stupid games, which, let me tell you, fucking horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I've never felt pain or anything like that in my life. And then I was still working full time, and I had a partner at the time. He broke up with me when he found out about the addiction, which was really helpful.
Oh, loads.
Yeah, really helpful. And I went to Narcotics Anonymous once. And I've told you about this. I'm not going to get too much into religion, but it wasn't for me. Yeah, and then I was clean for about a month and a half until the other thing happened, which I don't want to jump too far ahead, but that's the addiction.
And see,
up
you
until
know,
that point.
and a lot of people don't talk about it, but I mean, even recovered addicts still struggle day to day with.
Oh,
I mean, we've had plenty of conversations where you're like, it takes everything in me to where I don't take something.
yeah. I mean, so from when I was sort of clean for a month and a half, I had no professional help. I was doing it by myself, which again, not advisable because you relapse like I did. About a month and a half afterwards, found out my mum was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And that broke me. So I relapsed. And I was on the tablets again for another sort of year. And then I got the professional help and ended up going on treatment for 3 years. I think I was still on treatment when we met. I think.
I kind of want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure.
We
were close, but I don't think we had made it that close yet.
Yeah. So yeah, then I came off the treatment, and that was 2020. Was it just after COVID?
No, we hadn't
or
even
in the
met
middle
yet.
of COVID? When was the end of COVID?
End of COVID would probably have been like early 2022.
I think that might have been. It was around that time.
I
So it's
started.
probably before we met.
Yeah, it was before we met because I didn't start streaming until 23.
Yeah.
My account age might say that it's 11 years old. Or no, honestly, I don't even know what my account age is. Like, I want to say it's 11. It might be 13 years old, but I haven't actually used Twitch until the last 4 years.
Yeah, so that was.
Which is actually
My timeline's all messed up from that time anyway, so.
Trust me, I understand. COVID kind of threw a wrench in everything for me to where time really didn't exist.
Yeah. That was tough going through recovery in COVID.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Jesus. Because I had to get my medication. So because of the high dose of codeine that I was on, I was given the treatment the same as a heroin addict.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have methadone. I had the tablet form of Suboxone or whatever it's called, and I had to go get that daily because otherwise they worry you'll sell it or you won't take it, so you have to take it in front of the pharmacist for a while. So then COVID came about and everything shut down, and it was like,
Where do I go?
Do? Yeah, so then they had to ease off, and I got it sort of weekly and then 2 weekly.
Which, all in all, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But then jumping into that, I've been ill recently with my gallstones.
Yes.
Guess how many boxes of codeine they've given me?
I don't want to guess.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, They just sat there, and I'm like,
Have you explained to
Yes.
you, which I'm Sure, you have, but you've explained to your physician or your doctor, whatever you want to say, that you were addicted at one point.
No, because I've moved to different areas, they're not aware of it, and I was in crippling pain and didn't really have the in the back of my head. I didn't really
Click.
have a choice. Yeah, you can't, if you're in that much pain. That's sort of like the only option that's gonna help. So I was like, I don't care. I just don't care.
But how are you doing now?
But good.
Good.
I only take it if I absolutely need to.
Good. Proud of you.
I'm in a much better headspace now to tackle that sort of thing.
Good. And you also have a way better support system than you did back then.
Exactly. My life was shit when that all happened, so...
A lot of things happened and a lot of things fell into play that it's hard to do anything about. I mean, because we're gonna hop into the subject of your mom soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's a very heavy subject for you because you were both close. Of course, I mean, it's your mom. And the reason I want to jump into it is because I have also had family pass from cancer. I've had that shade of depression.
The
shade
grief depression mix.
Yeah.
Tasty.
It's such a cozy little spot to be in. But
Yes.
you know, even with all that, you fought to be here. You've been fighting for a long time.
Oh no, don't, because you don't do that tone of voice with me. Ugh.
No, I mean, if you cry, you cry. It's okay. That's what this is about, is showing the emotion, showing the real you. This isn't a podcast about, let me put my face on and be the streamer Amy J. No, this is, hey, we're human. I'm Amy. Not AmiJayXO. I'm Amy. This is who I am.
Unfortunately, there isn't much difference between me streaming and me in person.
And that's true. Trust me. I don't know of any other streamer that would bring up cum necklaces and everything else, but you know.
Okay, out of all of that, that's the one thing you pick.
Look, I'm sure there's way worse things I could have picked.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with the cum necklaces. That's fine.
And for anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, go watch Amy's stream. She'll bring it up at some point. If not, somebody in chat will.
Yeah, and we'll go down that rabbit hole.
There's going to be an alert that comes from Newbie, and it's going to be something about, thank you for gifting subs to Amy J. Please be sure to stop by the outlet store or something and grab your cum necklaces and all this other shit.
Let me quickly. No, I'm not gonna dive into it here because it's not.
No, go ahead. Come on, you done brought it up now.
There's a woman on TikTok who you send your sample into. She makes it into like powder and then makes necklaces and jewelry out of it. Is that not fucking crazy?
Oh, it's fucking insane.
People are weird. Anyway, that's what that is.
But you know, it's through addiction, through losing a parent, losing family members, relationships, just in general. You came out on top. You're here with me now. You're able to have a conversation with me. You should be hella proud of yourself. Even though you're going to sit here and shake your head, no, I'm not.
No, I am. I'm really fucking proud of myself because I wholeheartedly did not think I was going to make it through.
And you did.
And that's really scary to say out loud, but I honestly did not think. But here I am.
I'm happy you are.
Talking about cum necklaces.
Talking about a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
You know, I am honestly I was, I've always been telling JT to give me the mod position. I refuse to click on your name if I become a mod.
No.
I will not
No.
go through that history.
It's only on his stream that I decide to just start going wild. Like, let me just see if I say this, what reaction am I going to get? Oh, what about this? Oh, okay, there's a reaction. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
I refuse to click on your name and see the shit you've said in that chat.
It's going to be a smut book.
It's going to be that's just a porn magazine.
Yeah.
That's not even a smut book. That's just porn in chat.
Straight out porn.
But on top of all this, we're going to touch on the subject. I like to go ahead and touch on it. And if we get too far into it, you say no. No,
I said to you, there is nothing off topic and nothing too far.
I get that, but that's different when we go to talk about what we're going to talk about.
We can do it. I can do it.
Okay. Like I said, if it gets too much, you say so, we stop.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about what was going on when the diagnosis came through.
So, I was 28, just turned 28. Still living at home with me, my mum, my stepdad. Partner had just broken up with me. I'd just gone clean. So my mind state was fragile already. I was, on antidepressants from years ago. And so my mum was a nurse. She was a sort of general nurse.
Mm-hmm. And
she couldn't find a job that she was happy with for a long time after she got made redundant from the army. So a year before, I applied for a job at my work without her knowledge, because I was like, she'll fit in. She's batshit crazy like me and the rest of the staff and the patients. Like, that would be spot on for her. And she got the job. Of course she did. So life before this, every day, it would be me driving my mum into work. We'd have lunch together, and then we'd drive home, and then obviously spend the evening together or whatever. So it was literally, I was with my mum more than most people are. And then, because she was a nurse, anytime a nurse is sick, it's serious.
Yeah.
She never called in sick at work. She was always just getting on with it. And she went to the doctors because she wasn't feeling right. And the doctor said, oh, you've got depression. And I remember she came back home and told me, I was like, you haven't got depression. There is nothing about you that is depressed. And she was like, I know. But he's told me to take these tablets. He literally just dished out antidepressants. So she took them for sort of like a week. Still wasn't feeling right and was, getting some symptoms of heartburn and indigestion and stuff. Called back the doctor and he said, oh, it's just the tablets making that happen. Here's some more tablets to stop that. And, she was off sick from work. And I was coming home and she just still wasn't right. And I was just like, that gut feeling of there's something underlying here. She went back to her doctors and they said, oh, you've got a urine infection. So this is 3 misdiagnosed that had happened in sort of 2 or 3 weeks. And I remember I came home and she was in my bed. And I was like, what are you doing in my bed? And she was like, I just can't get comfortable. And at that point, I just thought, no, she has never been in my bed before. We've never been a huggy, kissy family. We've never been sort of hugging and whatever.
Yeah.
So I packed her bag and I went into my room. I was like, Mum, you're not going to like this. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm taking you to hospital. And she didn't put up a fight. And she was like, yeah, I should probably go. And that's, I think, when that gut feeling sort of got a bit more shit. She knows there's something up. I know there's something up. So I took her to the hospital. They admitted her. I called in sick at work. I was like, look, Mum's in hospital. I'm going to be spending time with her until she's back out. And then she was in hospital for about sort of 5 days. And they'd done all these sorts of tests or whatever. And they reassured her that it wasn't cancer. Ironically, they said, oh, you've probably got gallstones, which I now have. And I remember I came into the hospital to see her, sat down, and the doctor came in and looked. He looked really, like, gutted. And my mum just looked at him and went, it's cancer, isn't it? And he was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. It's stage 4 pancreatic cancer. But we don't know if that was the primary diagnosis because it had spread everywhere. She was riddled with cancer.
Right.
My stepdad, who I never had a great relationship with, was just useless. Absolutely fucking useless. He was more worried about himself than the fact that his wife of God knows how many years had just been diagnosed with terminal cancer. And I knew Mum being Mum, she didn't want to be in hospital anymore. You know, we discussed treatment and she said, I don't want to be a fucking pincushion. I just want to go home. And we were like, okay. She doesn't want any treatment. So she came home. And then that's when, rather than my stepdad, me, already in a fragile mindset from previous shit going on, I was the one that had to make phone calls to friends, family, deal with insurance and talking to her about her funeral. He was just a piece of shit. Anyway, so from the diagnosis to her passing away was 3 weeks, which is no time to process what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of relapsed. I think I relapsed her in like her final 2 or 3 days or something. Yeah, and then she passed away. And it honestly broke me. And I'm still a bit broken from it.
Some things just never really heal.
Yeah, I know everyone says like their mum's the best or whatever, but she really was my best friend. I told her everything. She was wonderful.
I get that.
But then, not long after that, my stepdad decided to just be an absolute prick. He was stealing money off me. Oh God, there's a load of other shit that he was doing. He met some other woman, I think 3 months after Mum died. And lied about it, etc. He signed up to online dating 3 weeks after she died, using her email address because he's a thick piece of shit. And I found out, I was like,
What?
You fucking idiot. Yeah. And then, yeah, he pretty much ran off with her. I moved in with my grandma. He continued to be a piece of shit. And yeah, and then after I went back to work for sort of like 6 months or whatever, and then decided, no, I can't do this, and then became my grandma's full-time carer straight after.
And when that happened, we had met while you were still caring for her.
Yes.
Yes. And I know
Yeah.
here recently, in the last a little over a year and a half, I think she's
2
passed.
years.
It's been 2 years since she passed.
Yeah, it was it 2 years or 3 years? 2 years. No, it must have been 2 years in January. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
She
know
had-
it's like just hit 2 years at least.
Yeah. Yeah, so she got diagnosed with cancer, so that was fun reliving all of that again.
I mean,
Yeah.
this time you actually had us.
Yes.
And we were able to be there for
That's
you.
when I started streaming. Was when the caring sort of ramped up with grandma. And I think you lot just bullied me into streaming, and I just started, and then that was my
What?
escape from. What?
No, we didn't bully you into streaming. No.
No. But no, that was my escape from my caring duties, and then became a clutch for when she did go when I was not doing too well.
You know, during that.
Ta-da!
And you know, so talking on that, you know, it's trying to think of the way to word this, because it's not hard to word it. I've just got to like process it through my brain. Wish my eye would stop watering. During those time moments where, you know, decisions are critical and things like that, what was your headspace?
I think from working in psych care, it's always a case of inside you'll be thinking, oh fuck, what do I do? But on the outside, you've just got to be, no, cool, calm, collected, get your thoughts, deal with the crisis of sorts. And then afterwards you can come back and go, oh my fucking God, that was terrible. If that makes sense.
No, it makes complete sense.
So I pulled a lot of skills from my job.
Yeah, you went into work mode.
Yeah, pretty much. So I didn't have the real Amy. I had the work hat on, and I was okay. I'm good in crises.
Yeah, and you went into let me deal with the
let me
work.
fix everything.
Let me deal with the work first, then we can process the emotion.
Yes.
Because I mean, like you said, you worked in psychiatric care, and I remember there's a person that's come into your chat over the past like 6 months. I don't remember their name, but you used to work with them, and y'all
Chris.
talked a little bit on stream, you know, through chat and everything, of some patients y'all used to deal with. You know, just the nicknames of the patients y'all had for them, and you know, oh, do you remember how this person used to act and all this other stuff of how they used to do this, and this. You know,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. It's not often that some people get to hear a nurse's side of things, because they're nurses. They are the front line
Yeah.
for that stuff.
You've got to be the professional help.
Yeah. And it's honestly quite amazing to always see the strength of a nurse when it comes down to it, because you see some of the craziest shit.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff that the average person wouldn't even think of that we sort of dealt with.
Yeah.
And that was just a day-to-day. That was just another day at work. You go home and you don't think about it. It was, yeah.
So, like, one of my questions might be here is that, you know, I know currently right now, unemployed, but when you were working as a nurse, or however you want to call it, because I don't know the actual title for your job, I would just say it would be a nurse in some sort of fashion, correct?
We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah.
I haven't got the qualifications, but we'll go with that.
Yeah. But Do you think more so that the job has helped you or hurt you mentally?
Some aspects of it hurt more than helping, because some of it I do. It's not like PTSD, but I do look back at some of it, or just all of a sudden remember something that I don't know if I can say this in stream, a sex offender had told me.
Okay.
And that's the sort of stuff that will stick in your mind for the rest of your life. And
You'll
you
always
do.
remember.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. It kind of helped in a way to build up a wall when it comes to that sort of stuff, and like the really, I don't want to say disturbed because I hate that word, but when you see really fucked up things, you learn to put up a wall, and it kind of helps you in life in general, where I'm numb to most things that other people aren't.
Yeah. And I mean,
So
and I would say in a way that's also very damaging to your side of things, because you're not able to fully process what's happened.
yeah, I suppose being the carer of people with mental health has always been, you listen to them.
Yeah.
They are the main concern. You don't think about your own. You can't project your feelings or your struggles onto them.
Right.
So I guess that has stuck with me since, and I do struggle to open up. Other than sort of like being matter of fact stating,
Yeah,
ABC, but to get into like the real feelings, it's difficult for me to do.
and I can understand how that is difficult. I mean, you spent so much time building that foundation of, I just got to do A, B, C. It's no longer, well, what about 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, and I
it's
think
just that strict regimen of do A, do B, do C.
Yeah, and I think you have to put on a facade when you're working. You have to be cheerful in a way, and you have to be happy and pretend like everything at home and everything in your life is absolutely fine. Otherwise, they pick up on it. And due to the sort of type of people that they were, if they pick up on something that is going on with you, they will twist that and they will use that to get at you.
Right. Which is beautifully put, because that goes into streaming.
Yes.
That you have to put the facade on like everything's okay. But because we've had people in our communities, both of us, that will twist it.
Yeah.
And when I say twisted, I mean
that's
truly just twist it up and
really fuck it up. But that's the
fuck it
thing
all
with
up.
the internet. You don't really know who you're talking to.
And it's hard to ever know.
Yeah.
And
I mean, one example of when I first started coming on Twitch years ago, I was talking to some guy. I've probably told you this before. Getting to know him, thought he was lovely, and then I used my FBI skills, found out his real name, and found out he was on the register. And I was like, can you just leave me alone for 1 minute? Like, this shit is just... So yeah, it's... Be careful on the internet, kids.
Be careful wherever you are. It doesn't matter anything. Nobody Nobody is who they say they are. And that's something I've always taken with a grain of salt when I meet somebody is, oh, you can sit here and tell me all these things, but I still don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a lot of conversations recently with some other friends of mine and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel I have a very good gut about people. Like, just in general, I know when somebody is going to be 100% with me, or they're going to be just a shady fuck. And, you know, here recently I've picked up more modding positions than I have actually been streaming. For one, because I can mod when I'm at work. I can do things to help people with their chats, things like that. Or just, you know, be there when they need somebody to talk to of like, hey, I'm putting together a subathon, you know, can you help out? Yeah, when I'm home from work, I'll help with anything you need me to help with. But it's not something I have to put 100% into and, you know, things like that. It's something I'm just good at.
Yeah.
Like, there are people that come into chats sometimes and it's just, they say something and it's just like, you're going to be a problem.
You should always trust your gut. Like, 100% trust your gut.
Yeah. And I mean, here recently, there's been some occasions that somebody's come into a chat that I'm modding for, and I'll be like, I don't like the way this is going. Something's not right. And be like, this person needs to leave, and been told, we can't do that. I don't know about that.
Yeah. But then you just have to sit back and watch it play out and then be like, I don't want to say I told you so, but I might have mentioned it.
And I mean, I have a good gut feeling about things, and you know, it's I'm trying to think where I was going with this now because I can't fucking remember now. The train fucking left my brain.
Choo choo.
It's gone. But all in all, I mean, bigger thing, I guess, to get out of that little tidbit that I was saying, that fuck, I don't even know where it was going. Trust your gut on anybody. If you feel they're not right to be in your circle, get them out of the circle.
And you don't owe anyone an explanation as to why.
At all.
That's one thing I would say. Because the more you explain it, the more people will try and be like, make excuses for them. No. Don't put up with bullshit.
Amy.
Shut up, alright? That's different.
No, the fuck it's not. Don't even. See, Amy, do me a favor. Get up and go talk in the mirror for a second.
Yeah, fuck off. It's one thing. Everything else I've been right about, and there's been a couple of people, and I said, hey, sick. Nah. And you've gone, yeah. And then we've watched it played out, and they've turned out to be absolute fucking psychos.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've both messaged each other like, hey,
this person? I'm like, yeah, I was thinking that same, yeah.
Like, this ain't going nowhere. Nowhere good.
But some people have to learn from themselves.
Well, yes, and well, you know, things happen. But we are at our hour mark right now. We're gonna take a quick 3 to 5 minute break so the ads can run. And until then, we'll be right back. We'll be right back after 3 minutes of ads. I always don't want to continue with the ad breaks or anything like that. That way nobody misses any kind of conversation or anything like that. But when we get back, we're going to go back into some stories on grief. Because grief is a big one. It's a huge one. But until then, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, from the ads. We are back. All right, Amy. Time to get to the nitty gritty.
All right.
We both struggle with grief. The depression
Yes.
of grief, the amount of heaviness it holds on us. And, you know, we have your mother who passed. We have your grandmother who passed. I have my grandfather, my other grandfather. And, you know, it's, you know, for me, my grandfather on my mom's side passed away in 2004? 2001, 2004? I can't remember exactly. I still struggle with that one. That one's a huge one for me to struggle with. 2005. So it's been
I'm Mama sick.
21 years.
It doesn't feel like that though, I bet.
No, it still feels like yesterday, truthfully. And my other grandfather passed away 2016, 2017, and both from cancer. So I mean, I know the heaviness that it holds.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a feeling that you can't really describe.
Yeah. That's when people say to me, "Oh, not that people say to me, what's it like having your mum die?" But when people ask me about the grief I feel, I can't really put words to it.
It's so hard to explain.
Mm.
It's one of those things of, how do I explain that there's something missing?
Yeah.
Like, there's this piece that was there that's now no longer there.
Yeah. A piece of you dies with them, for sure.
And go ahead.
No, go. I was just arming for the sake of arming.
It's, how would you, in your best words, explain that piece missing?
I guess the way I kind of see it is, I'm also grieving for the person that I used to be before I knew the ache of sort of like losing mum.
Yeah.
And I think I've struggled with that a lot, of why am I not as cheerful as I used to be? Why don't I feel the way I used to? If that makes sense.
No, it does.
Like you say, it just feels like there's a hole constantly. And that hole doesn't get smaller. You just sort of adapt around it, and it's a new.
Yeah. And really, it's hard to see. I was starting my 6th grade year. Yeah. So 6th grade for us, I know it's different for you over in the UK, but You have your elementary, which is kindergarten through 5th, which is more your basic studies, just your basic reading, math. That's where you learn your multiplication tables and shit. You go into, middle school. Middle school is where you start learning the more complex things, of course, but not as complex as you would high school, which is, algebra and things of that nature. But I was starting my 6th grade year, and the way I remember the way it tore apart the people around me.
Yeah.
And I don't only grieve the past me, but I also grieve for the people that also lost a part of them back then.
Yeah, that's definitely. So my grandma that I was caring for was my mum's mum.
Right.
And having to watch her grieve her only daughter, that fucking broke me every day. Living with her and seeing how much it affected her, knowing there was nothing that I could do to fix it.
You can't. And that goes to my second grandfather that passed away on my dad's side. That one was hard because during the celebration of his life. So when I grew up and when I was coming up or whatever, my grandparents were divorced. They had been divorced for quite a few years before I was even born. But the way it was explained to me was that they were still best friends. Especially after my grandfather had gotten sober and a better person in general than what he was. And at the celebration of his life, what made it the hardest was holding my grandmother because she had just lost her best friend. And that's a surreal thing to do.
Yeah, people don't really know what to say to people who are grieving, and that's because there is nothing that you can say.
At all. I mean, there's nothing that you can say or do to fill the void that was just created.
Mm.
There was something that was there that is no longer, and now you have to watch. And
yeah,
one of the things that gets me on this is that that thought never stops crossing my mind that day, because it's just something that's hard to forget.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a thought that's always on my mind of how do you console someone that's unconsolable?
Just be there. Unfortunately, I had quite a few people just disappear after Mum because they were uncomfortable with my grief. And that just blew my mind. I had a couple of friends who would just come and sit with me. Didn't want to talk. I didn't want them to be there. All I wanted was just to be on my own. But no, they were there. Just to be there.
Yeah, it's...
it's uncomfortable, but
It is very
it's
uncomfortable. And the way I'm trying to think of this is that, you know, those thoughts continue with us. I bet there's not a day you don't wake up that it doesn't cross your mind of everything that happened.
yeah. So after Mum passed away, I was diagnosed with complex grief disorder. So I didn't have just a simple grieving. I was just, one thing that stuck with me was the moments leading up to Mum passing away. Obviously, I was there, I was with her, and I would replay every second of it, every second, to, you know, how she looked, how she felt, what I could smell, what I could, you know, and that for a good couple of years.
Right.
I had that often, and the nightmares, and it's yeah. I'm a lot better now. It's been nearly 8 years next month, but still every day think about her.
So to kind of get this, you know, a little more lighthearted, because grieving is never a light subject, ever. It never will
Nope.
be. It's always going to be heavy. It's always going to hurt. And there's not a thing you can do to change it.
It's a part of life, unfortunately. We're all going to lose someone that we love.
It is. And, you know, it's just one of those things that's, it sucks to talk about, but it plays a lot into some people's mindsets of what they do. Like for me, I give and I give and I give to just make sure somebody knows that they're loved. Whether it's just by me or the people around them, it doesn't matter. I will continue to give until I can't give anymore. Just the same as you would.
That's not always healthy, though.
Oh, no, it's not. But it's a habit I picked up from grieving. Due to the fact of seeing what happened to those around me. I wanted to make sure they felt better. And to which was also ignoring my thought process of what was going on while I was grieving. It was something that just, that can wait. We can get to that later. And the thing that always gets me, like recently, and I've thought about it a lot recently, at my dad's funeral, I didn't cry. I was just kind of there. It was, he's gone. Okay, what's next? I mean,
And what was next?
Getting people back up and ready to go. Come on, we've got to keep moving. He wouldn't want us to stay this way. Which, in truth, he wouldn't. But now it's just, I don't know anything else to do.
That's your default.
Hey, it sucks. Come on, let's go. You can't stop. You got to keep going.
But then who's there doing that for you?
Oh, I'm doing it to myself.
To yourself? Fucking hell, I wish I could.
I have to. It's the biggest thing for me on that part was that I can't let it be somebody else. It has to be me that picks myself up. Come on, let's go. And it's not a thing of pride or anything like that. It's just I've done it by myself for so long. I don't
But would you
need-
let someone else? Would you let someone else do it? If there was someone there, would you let them be like, right, come on, Zeke, let's go?
Now see,
Or would you
here's
still default into?
that's the thing. I'm a default into letting myself do it. Period. But I would give, if somebody took the effort to do it, I will take the effort of letting them believe they did it.
That's not how it works.
It's not. And it sounds fucked up. Like, truly, it sounds fucked up to do to somebody and letting them think they're actually helping. But I have been so used to doing it myself in a certain way, in a certain time, and like everything's got its ways of going, that it's easier for me to let them believe they did it than to tell them truly, like, in the most fucked up way, hey, honestly, I need you to fuck off. Like, I've got this. You just got to give me a week. You got to give me a week or two. I'll be back on track. But
then what happens when you're not back on track after a week or two?
well, I haven't reached that stage yet.
I'd say yet.
Well, there's always a chance that it'll come up that it won't work that way. But I have yet to be unsuccessful.
Which is a good thing, I guess.
It's a good thing, but it's not healthy by any means.
Yeah.
It's always been, I've got this. So, like, let's just go with, we're coming up on 2 years of it, but like this July, 2 years, this July ago. That sounded really weird to say, and I don't know if that was even correct. We'll just go with the situation that me and you both know about.
Yeah.
They kind of pulled me away from Twitch. The July before that happened, I took a month off.
Mm-hmm.
That month was my get your shit together. You're acting irrationally on these subjects. You're acting this way on this stuff. You're being an asshole to these people. You're doing this to this person. You need to stop, disconnect, rewire, do it again. That's always been my go-to, is disappear for 2 weeks to a month. Redo everything that's going on. Do it again. Come on. You're being a dick. Fix it.
See, I'm lucky. I have you to tell me when I'm being a dick.
Yeah. I'm glad
you are probably one of the only people that can turn around and go, Amy, you're being a bit of a bitch. Rein it back. Sort it out. And I'll be like, okay, sick. Okay. Anyone else, I'd be like, fuck you, I'll fight you. I will fight you, but I'd accept it.
Just like in the credits of your stream, when you hit in stream and everything like that, you got the credits that roll. Why is he always right?
Yeah. You are. You say stuff and I'm like, God damn it. I know this.
I just point out obvious things, okay? That's all it is.
No, I know, but you do it in a way where I don't feel so attacked.
Really? Because it feels like you're attacked more than you normally are.
Yeah.
But no, that's always been my go-to for dealing with things, is I go into my head and I have to stop and rearrange the shit that's going on in my head to figure out okay, why? So, with that situation that happened, when it all started, according to said person, there was a D&D campaign. You remember that? The one shot.
Mm-hmm.
I was already irritated with the things that were going on around me in my real life. I had work going on. I had, I'm out here building fucking bridges and shit. I've got other shit going on. I've got bills to pay.
Literal bridges, not
literal
not
bridges. Like I'm not
literal bridges.
I am building literal bridges across interstates, rivers, creeks. I've got shit going on. And when something was said in that Discord chat of I didn't have time, and I about lost it. Like, I almost legitimately lost my temper. And nobody has seen me lose my temper. Nobody on Twitch, anywhere.
I've never.
So the best way that I can explain this is my temper has always been a very thing that I've kept very much under control. Because it can get bad. I remember when I was younger and I didn't have a cap on my temper. I would get mad, I'd get physical, a lot of things. I'd yell, scream, didn't matter. Now, dude, I just shrug it off, bye. I don't care. You are not worth me losing my temper. You are not worth the sanity I have in my brain. And it took a lot of work to get to that point. But it was getting there. And I had almost lost my temper at that point. Like, I probably had a fucking 3-page thing typed out, ready to send in that group chat, calling out every single flaw of somebody. But instead it was, this isn't their fault. This is other stuff that's piled up over the amount of time you've been doing stuff. Because, that year we raised $1,000-something for LLS. We'd continue pushing on streaming after that. We had been, we'd been keeping going for a while. We were doing 4 days a week of stream.
You were exhausted. You were absolutely exhausted.
Absolutely. And to try to pile in more stuff was just not the right thing to do. And that was the one thing that broke the camel's back, was that comment. It was like, okay, now you really have to stop. You're about to lose your temper on somebody that doesn't deserve it because of things they have going on in their life versus the things you're trying to carry on yours. So I left that group. I straight up immediately went on break, stopped streaming for a month. I even told, I messaged you. I told you, like, hey, I may or may not be around. If anything, it'll be lurking. But other than that, I'm not going to be around. I did that to everybody. I unmodded from places. You asked me not to unmod myself, just to be there. So I didn't. And I think at the time I was only modding in... I was modding in yours. I hadn't become a mod yet in OP's yet. I think I became a mod in OP's the month after. And then I was modding for hockey. Reds wasn't even really streaming at that point.
Is he now?
One of these days. One of these days we'll have him back.
You hear that, Reds?
I doubt it, but one of these days. But I mean, that's what I have to do is like I have to step away from everything and redo it. Because like if there's something there, there's something there, but you have to. For me, I have to do that. I have to take that step back and redo it all, because if I don't, I'm going to break.
Mm.
And I can then show everybody what an asshole I can be.
I'll be sat in the corner going, go on.
Well, see, it's really... When I lose my temper, I have no bounds. I don't care what I say. I will point out every single flaw of anybody. I don't care. And that's
We
not...
would have been fighting. We would have been fighting.
Oh, it would have been... It's...
I would have cried. I would have cried, and I would have taken a picture of myself crying, and I would have sent it to you, going, look what you did. Probably not.
So, with that, I mastered the art of just cutting people out of my life. I am very good at delete, block, done. I have nothing for you. Wish you the best,
Snip, snip,
nothing
bitch.
for you. But, yeah, I mean, that's what I have to do to make it work.
Mm.
And of course, you sit there and say, if somebody's there to help me, get through it. God, this sounds like such an asshole thing, but it's so fucking true. People want me to reach out when I'm going through shit. Like, hey,
Easier said than done.
if you're having issues, reach out. We'll talk. We'll be there for each other. I reach out for them to feel better.
I'm never reaching out to you ever again.
Why?
Because I don't want you to make me feel better. I want to make you feel better. And then we'll be in a vicious circle of trying to make each other feel better.
That's unfortunately the way life is, Amy, and you know this.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not a sly on people who reach out to me and, make sure I'm okay. Like, if you reach out to me and make sure that I'm okay, I'll tell you, yeah, I'm good, we're good. Just need to step back from a lot of things and take care of myself and take care of the things that are going on. But for me to reach out and say that something, hey, I'm having a hard time, it's playing...
Then it's fucking alarm bells.
Exactly. But at the same time, if I do it... God, this is so weird. If I do reach out and ask for help, is it weird? Absolutely. Sick never reaches out. I need to help. But if they feel they helped, it takes off this urgency of, is Sick actually okay?
Run that back. What?
Yeah, it's a reverse psychology thing.
So you reverse psychologing yourself?
No, the person that I'm
The
reaching out.
person. Okay.
Because it puts their mind at ease that I'm okay, because they were there when I wasn't okay. But I'm still
Bitch,
fighting.
I will fly over. I
I
will
am still
fly
fighting a
over.
demon. Do you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
I have gone through the whole... The concept of what it will do to take the urgency away from me. Fucking wild, but I have.
I just don't respond.
Like, I know
Amy, you
how-
okay?
I mean, I sat there and messaged you when you were telling us about what was going on currently, and I was just sent you a message. Oi, you alive?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And if it's ever really bad, like, I know people will say, no, I'm not okay. Things are really bad right now. Do you need somebody? I got it. Reach out if you need me.
Still wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. I know that you won't. I know that a lot of people. But it's to know that that hand's there is what honestly helps a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like, it's... I don't know. That was a really weird tangent to go down.
But no, it's the psychology of sick.
It works. For me. And like, I still don't reach out. Because I'm
There's
still
no point
used
in
to
me
doing
saying
it by
you should
myself.
because you won't. There's no point in me saying you should because you won't.
Exactly. It's the same way as like, Amy, you're being dumb and you're having a hard time. Reach out. You're not going to. I'm gonna still tell you to.
Yeah.
Just as much as if somebody was to do it to me, like, Stick, you're not okay. Reach out. Talk to us. To which at that point, okay, I'll reach out with the minor details of what's actually going on.
Okay, so what would your advice be if I was saying to you or someone in chat was saying, I don't reach out?
Say again?
What would your advice be to someone in chat if they say, I struggle to reach out?
Advice? So my advice for somebody that's having a hard time reaching out is you've already asked me the question of what can I do to reach out. You've already reached out. You've already gave your hand.
You shit
I'm having a hard time reaching out. You just did it.
There you go. That can be a takeaway. If you're having a hard time reaching out, say to someone that you're having a hard time reaching out, and they will go, "Oh, okay, well, hey, I'm here."
And I mean, it's one of those things of, hey, I'm not doing great. All right, shoot me a DM. If you, the best way I can put this, and it sounds very asshole-ish, if you really want the help, you'll find the help. Hey, I'm having a bad day. Hey, cool. Shoot me a DM. We'll talk about it. I mean, that's why I've always been very open with anybody in chat that's like, hey, I've had a bad day. Well, what's going on? Come on, talk about it. Open up. I don't care if it's a trauma dump. I don't care if it's whatever.
Okay, can we address trauma dump? I hate that with a passion. I hate it so much. It's not trauma dumping if someone feels the need to just get it all off their chest.
I agree to an extent.
That when that all came about on TikTok or whatever, it's just like that's going to stop people from reaching out because they're going to feel like they're trauma dumping, and you don't want that. You want people to reach out if they're having a hard time. It's not trauma dumping if you're reaching out to friends and saying, I've had a really shitty day, this is what's happened. That is not trauma dumping.
No, if you're doing it to your friends, that's not the issue. if you were reaching out to your friends like, hey, look, I've had a shit day, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, and I'm not feeling good, that is not a trauma dump. Trauma dumping is coming into somebody's chat on Twitch, not even saying hello, not interacting with the streamer or the chat in general, and just been like, I'm having a really shit day, my cousin, you know, passed away, da 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 da, this and this, what are you gonna do to make me feel better?
Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna ban you and make you feel worse, bitch.
And everybody, that's Amy J. But no,
I used to work in mental health.
That's what trauma dumping is. That's coming into somebody you don't know and just releasing everything that you went through to somebody you don't know, you have no connection with, and just
I just see it
expecting
being
them
misused
to help.
a lot. I see.
Oh no,
excuse me,
I
being
agree with you
misused
there.
a lot, and that just, as well as gaslighting. Like, if you don't know what gaslighting actually means, don't fucking use those words.
But in general, that's what trauma dumping is. And like, for me in chat or whatnot, I'd rather somebody just come in, trauma dump what the fuck they're going through in chat, and you know, just get it out. I'm gonna say, you know, that fucking sucks. But do you feel better? Because you got it out.
But then it's also quite awkward sometimes.
There's been a few times I've read some shit and it's just like, I don't really know how to respond to that. I mean, there was a person that had come in saying they wanted to harm themselves. This was a year and a half ago, I think, at this point. They came in saying they wanted to harm themselves, that they, you know, they didn't see another way out. And all I did was, hey, look, call or text this number. They'll help you. And you need to have those resources available for those people. Now, whether or not that person found help or not, I don't know. They haven't been back in chat since.
I would have handled that a lot differently, but that's...
But you see what I'm saying? It's one of those things of...
Yeah.
I don't mind that you come in and you talk about what fucked up shit's going on in your life. Because I promise you, we all have fucked up shit going on. All of us. I mean, my God, we're on the brink of World War III at this point.
Yay! Couldn't come fast enough.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. We all have fucked up things going on, and if you're just coming into a random stream of mine and saying like, I don't know what to do, you know, my grandmother's passed away, my mom and dad are splitting, this, you know, just shit's falling apart right now. Okay, but are you okay? No. Keep going then. Keep talking. Get it, explain it, talk it out. What's going on?
See, this is where my work hat comes on, and I get very suspicious about those sort of people.
Me, it's just, hey, write it out, say it, talk it. Because most times for me, I feel like it's just they need somebody to listen.
Yeah, and there's lots of people other than random strangers that you've just stumbled upon on Twitch.
Yeah, there's people, some people can go to the people and friends in their lives, but at the same time, I've also come across many people where you don't believe that the things that we deal with exist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, here's a little tale. Before all of my depression and all of my issues, my dad had voiced opinions that he didn't really think depression was a big deal, but that was his generation. He'd never dealt with it before. And now he is the most compassionate being when it comes to that. He's my absolute rock. I can go to him with anything. As before, it was a bit like, well, if he doesn't really believe in it, then I don't really want to add it on.
Yeah.
And my grandma was like that as well, bless her heart. But she was like 80 something. And she was like, just get it together. And I'm like, you get it together. Like, the fuck? But then living with her, and she saw firsthand, completely changed her view of it, bless her.
Well, I hate to do it to us, but we are kind of reaching our time limit.
Mm-hmm.
This is normally the time where we really kind of just let it open up to chat. Let chat ask us some questions, stuff like that. If you're comfortable answering some questions from chat,
go for it.
Sweet.
Do it. Do it. I dare you. I dare you, chat.
Chat, this is your chance to ask us some questions, stuff like that. Anybody in the YouTube comments that would like to have any questions answered, please leave them in the comments, stuff like that. Me and Amy will discuss the answers and have a comment back to you. Other than that, we have about 12 minutes left before the end of stream. Amy, is there anybody that you would like to go say hello to?
I don't know. Up to you.
Okay. Steph did ask earlier, what about those that don't reach out? Do you keep poking the bear when there's no response?
Personally, for me, that annoys the shit out of me. If you keep poking me, you're going to push me further away.
Fair.
But it can be helpful to other people. It just depends on the person, I think.
So, for me, I'm normally the one poking, of course, because it's like, hey, are you okay? If I don't get a response, I used to be the person that continued poking. Like, I used to be that person who's like, hey, are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Come on, fucking talk. Now it is...
do something.
I will send a message. If I don't get a reply in a day, I'll send another message. Well, look, don't know what's going on. Reach out when you're ready. And that's all I'll send.
I think that's the best course of action.
And I mean,
I used to have a friend who would constantly poke and poke and poke, and I mean like multiple texts a day, and I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch in Minecraft.
I don't think I've ever actually had somebody that annoyed me to that. It's very much a leave me the fuck alone. Like, I will just be straight up, just like, hey, leave me alone, please. Because normally when I'm in that headspace, I'm an asshole. Like, straight up, I'm a dick. I don't want to be messed with because I'm trying to figure it out on my own as I'm going. I don't want that thought process of, oh, I've got to worry about this person's feeling now.
I'm getting a nook. Poke's out. Come here. Reggie's
being Reggie.
Reggie's being Reggie.
Has Reggie found the new ghost yet?
Fuck off. No! No, there is no new ghost. He hasn't
so the
meowed
old
at
one's still
walls.
there.
No, that one stayed in the old house.
You should have
God
disclosed
damn
the
it.
ghost.
Should have got some holy water or something and
But just the
just
old
the old
ghost.
ghost. Shut up, Rhodes.
When we come over to visit you, we're going to your old house just to ghost hunt.
No.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
I do want to go ghost hunting in real life though. I think that would be funny as fuck. I'd
Us
poop my
three,
pants.
absolutely. Have you not seen our
Yeah.
Demon Hunter plays?
Oh god, yeah, it's always me shitting myself and you two laughing at me.
Oh god, it's hilarious every time.
We need to play it again soon.
We do. We need to find some time to do so. I wish we could have done it during the little birthday stream thing, but that was like a spur of the moment.
Oh, when
Hey,
you do
small stream.
Sabathon.
Subathons are not going to happen. But we do have one thing to talk about.
Nice little segue there.
Yeah. So, coming next weekend, everybody, we will be joined on the podcast by Hope for the Day. Kevin from Hope for the Day, which is a social media manager at Hope for the Day, will be joining us next Saturday. Let me double check on times because I'm not 100% sure on times. Where are you at, Kevin? Kenny. Not Kevin, Kenny.
Oh no, after a rough start.
No, what it is, I actually work with somebody named Kevin too, so
Oh.
it's there's way too many names to keep up with at this point. But no, Kenny from Hope for the Day will be joining us, and it'll be 11 a.m. on Saturday. It will not be on Sunday. This was the time we could work it out to where Hope for the Day could actually join us to tell us about what's going on at Hope for the Day, how they do things, a lot of other cool shit. So it's really awesome.
Exciting!
To be able to actually have the charity we've raised so much money for over the last 3 years come on and join us for the podcast, as we're still raising money for them today.
That's why everyone should donate. Oh, never mind.
If Amy could
Can't type.
spell.
I did it.
Did it. You know,
I did a
other
mod
than
thing.
that, who- I know where we can go, and it's going to be a great place to have some uplifting laughter, because Bacon Pierogi, who we had on last episode, is live right now with another person that we've had on the podcast, Clove, and they are playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. These two are absolutely hilarious people in general, and this is going to be a hilarious thing to fucking watch, because I don't know who's giving directions, but God, I hope it's Bacon, because if not, Clove can't read that fast. But all in all, we're going to go say what's up to Bacon. There are no other questions. I appreciate everybody being here and hanging out with us. Make sure I can spell.
Oh, and you were saying that I can't spell.
Hey, I make sure before I type.
Ugh. That's alright.
Oh God, Clove's the one giving instructions. But other than that, Amy, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything you want to
Thank you for
promote for
having me.
yourself or anything like that?
No.
Are you going to come up with another game show?
I've been thinking about it recently. I actually have.
You got to. That was so much fun.
I may do. I might do one for charity.
You know, September's coming up.
Oh. Please do another one. Oh. Okay. All right. I'll have a
September's
think.
coming up, and we can work together on a little something.
A little something, something.
No, so.
All right. Okay. I'll think about it.
Okay. But yeah, no. Everybody, thank you for being here. And if anything, I'll see everybody next Saturday for the Hope for the Day podcast episode, which is going to be really awesome. I've sent a few questions in for them so they can be prepared for the questions we're going to normally answer. But we're going to ask how Kenny's doing, how everything works at Hope for the Day, things of that nature. But until then, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.